What's up, everybody? This is Zero, and I am finally doing my oral report. So, I'm not going to make this a short video, so I'll let y'all read what's on there, and I'll just explain it to you as simply as I can. Now, you'll see from the picture that the biggest chakras that you see right there is my crown and my third eye chakra, which is up on top of my head. And the second biggest ones you see is my heart and solar plexus chakra. And the lowest ones you see are the throat, sacral, and root chakra. In the aura field you see around my body is a mix of pink and orange, which I think the pink is just a mixture of red and orange, as you'll see in the diagram I put up what the pink aura means. Yeah, even with the aura that's shown right here shows that I moved to the beat of my own drum, that I am an artist at heart. Yeah, that makes sense. I am an artist. I dance, I do editing and photography and video, and I bake. Don't forget the baking. So that would make absolutely perfect sense right there. Yeah, because the head is supposed to be what I experience now, and then we go to the right side of my body, which is supposed to be how the energy is being expressed. So it says I'm a warm and creative individual, constantly spending energy outward. So I mean, basically saying like, showing that I'm putting that energy out there, that is showing my creativity and all that. And then you have the left side, which is supposed to show like how the vibrations coming into me. So it seems like I'm getting a lot of energy coming within me that I've been feeling for the past few weeks. It's interesting that the chart shows that. So then we go to the throat chakra, which is supposed to be how you communicate with others, how you effectively communicate, whether it's creatively or destructively or whatever. And it says I have a mysterious and magical inner peace, and people are magnetically drawn to my mysterious, ethereal, and deeply serene personality. Never thought of myself as being mysterious, but it says I'm guided by my sixth sense rather than my logic. I do feel like my intuition provides more logic than logic sometimes. And then, we have the heart chakra, which pretty much expresses how you connect with people. How well you connect with people, how you feel, and how much compassion and love you have in your heart, all that. And it tells me that I have a desire, that my desire in most life, self-expression, autonomy, independence, and freedom. And it says I'm an original thinker and a risk taker. I do love my freedom, and I do like to be a risk taker. I will take the risk if it's worth it, but only if I think it's worth it. So then we go into the yin yang chart. Looks like the arrows are pretty close together. I guess that means I'm kind of getting more into balance when they're closer together. I mean, there's a whole bunch they talk about on there, but I don't feel like reading all that. Y'all can read it y'all can pause and read it when I put it in here. And then we go to the chakras. What the planetary astrological influences for I go to chakras. Shows as being yellow. Interesting. And then it tells you about the shapes and color of the sizes. And then I go to my root chakra, which is, pretty low. It's 35%, and it'll pretty much give you a description on how that is. Root chakra is supposed to be your foundation, so I guess I need to work on my foundation. And right above that, we got the sacral chakra, which I think that's supposed to deal with psychic abilities and I guess the sexuality and all that. I'm reading on here, my bad, but yeah, it's just showing. I think that's where like sexual energy comes from right there. So I think if you balance that out, yeah, it'd be a lot of good things coming out of that. But it also says it creates has a function of creativity, so I guess the creativity comes out of that. I'm rambling, but yeah, that's low too. So I need to be more creative, which I thought that's what I was doing, but I guess I need to work on getting that up. But the key is getting balanced. So then we go to the solar plexus chakra, which that is the chakra of the will, which I definitely feel that very strongly, and that's really high at 85%. So you can read the description, pause and read that one, just like all the others. And then I go to the heart chakra, which that is like the fourth highest. The solar plexus is third, which is at 78%, which that is high too, which, is in the heart, the feelings and all that. And then go to the throat chakra, which is pretty low, which deals with communication. So I must not be communicating enough to where it's high. So then we go to the third eye chakra, which is the second highest chakra on here. And I'm only numbering these out because, I've already read it. Or it must not be able to talk a lot, or I'm not expressing myself enough verbally. And my third eye chakra is at 95%, which that really shocked the hell out of me. In which, of course, obviously, anybody that knows anything about third eye knows what that means. I don't think there aren't too many people that don't know what that is, which is kind of surprising. I was like, wow, the third eye is that high? I mean, even though I partially opened it, and people think the third eye is metaphorical or symbolic or something like that. No, it's a physical eye. If you didn't know that already, then you haven't opened your third eye yet. It's like that one song, if you didn't know by now. Not playing. But then we go to the crown chakra, which is at 100%, which the crown chakra is the chakra that connects to your higher self, or God, or the angels, or whatever you want to, or the universe, whatever it is that you believe is the supreme authority of everything. That's what that crown chakra connects to. And even and here it even shows like the different chakras, like how big they are, and even shows like the aura field, and it shows mine at 40, which means my aura isn't spread out that wide, so everybody doesn't feel my energy. So that usually relates to people who are more introverted, who don't let people get that close to them. Now, people who are more extroverted, their aura field is generally going to be more extended. It's going to be out there, so people probably feel the energy through that. And then we go through the 5 elements bar graph, and then it gets a bar graph of my the 4 levels of my body, I guess 4 levels of me. And then you have the 7 chakras bar graph, which shows the bar graph of the different levels of my chakra that I just talked about, and the relaxation meter, which is a meter that shows how stressed or relaxed you are at the time of the test. in that moment. Then finally, the pie graph that shows the proportions of mind, soul, and spirit. So my body is at a majority at 41% of myself, and then my soul is at 38%, and my spirit is at 21%. So those are the results of my aura test. I appreciate y'all for coming through, and I hope y'all look forward to my next videos. Took me a while to make this one, but I'm glad I did. Leave a like, and if you had aura photography done and had a report on it, let me know what your results were. So tell me what you think. This is Zero, and I will see you guys later.
You are the most talented, most interesting, and most extraordinary person in the universe. And you are capable of amazing things because you are the special.